Now I want to speak on this. This is a policeman was at a green light.
This hard-working blue-collar
He was
guy
sitting
is
there.
sitting in a traffic light in his neighborhood.
I don't know what he was
almost
doing, but he didn't
home
notice
from
the
a
light had
14-hour
turned
workday
green.
as a welder. He's
Well, when it
waiting.
turned
He has his
green,
blinker on.
just
He's ready
you
to
know, step
turn.
island and sitting there.
The light
Unmarked
changes,
car.
but then
He might not
the
even
car
know it
in
was a
front of him
policeman.
does nothing.
So he
It doesn't
honked
move
because he's
Apparently
coming from
the
work.
driver's not paying attention.
Well,
so he does what
when
any
he
of us
honked
would
at him,
do. He honked his horn.
and
But there's a
he was
problem.
going to turn
The
left,
driver
but he went
in
on
front of
straight
him
through.
is a police officer.
And the
Having
police
a
officer,
horn
what
briefly
he did,
tweeted at him hurt
he
his
followed
feelings, so he began
all the
to
way
harass
around, and he had got
retaliate.
out of his car,
He basically followed him
pulling
home, and when he got
the
there,
garbage
he
cans out
jumps
the
out
way.
of his police cruiser,
So he parked out a
body
little,
cam
about
on,
12 inches
and
more
confronts
than what
this
it's supposed
guy
to be to pull
for alleged
the garbage can over. You know how you do, and then you can park right. He started harassing him, but he went out his way. He went in full command to harass this guy, 100%. Laughed at him, mocked him, because he was in his feeling. Police officers, you know, they human, they get in their feelings sometimes.
And then when they do
But the
arrive,
other police
together,
officers,
they
they'll take up for it,
arrest
no matter
this
what.
guy, throw him in the back
This
of
man
the
done
cop car,
nothing wrong.
and take
Just
him to
telling him, you know,
As a
just
police
move.
officer, you will be
He
given great
had
power. Use it wisely.
flown to serve and protect. But what did he do? He arrested this guy. Sworn in front of his mother. As one of the officers to protect the law. Laughed at him,
This incident
arrested
occurred
him.
on July 19th,
You know, say he wasn't
2024 in
angry.
Troy, New
And he
York.
asked him, you know,
Specifically, it happened
you
at this
obstructed
intersection.
justice.
Matthew
After I
was
asked
on
you to
his way
come in.
home. He had just worked
Well,
a
he hadn't
14-hour
done
day
anything
as a
wrong.
welder.
But
He's
me,
almost
you know what I
home.
did?
He's sitting at
I
a
just
red
listened
light.
at him.
His left
I
blinker
probably
is
wouldn't
on.
even talk.
There's
I
only
probably just
one
let him talk.
vehicle in front of him.
Why
at
you ain't
the light.
talking? I swear.
And that was Officer
you doing enough
Taylor
talking. You let him
Gamache
talk.
of the Troy
But you was
Police
at the thing,
Department,
and he had
sitting
a
there
witness
in a
that
marked
saw it
police
all.
cruiser, sitting at this light.
Now, you know
on
the
3rd
witness. He
Street,
said he
facing
didn't know the
south.
witness.
He was stopped at a
But
red
police
light. He
officers
did
got
not
too much
have
ego.
a blinker on.
I'll tell you,
Matthew
I'm
was in
going
his
to tell you
car,
something.
stopped
There's some
directly
great
behind
police.
Officer Gamache,
There's some good
intending to
police,
turn left
and
on
there's some
Madison
fantastic
Street, where
police.
he lives.
But that
Unfortunately, Officer
1%
Gamache was apparently occupied with
messes
something in his
everything up.
vehicle, and he
It
didn't
don't
notice
give
when
the
the light turned green.
good
After
polices
waiting a bit, Matthew
are
sees that
the
Officer
great
Gamache
polices
is not
are
perceived
the
that the light
fantastic
turned green,
polices
so Matthew
that
gave
do
what he described
and
as a
the
brief
respect
toot
that
on
they
his
need.
vehicle's horn.
That
Although
1%
Officer Gamache did not have
just
his
like a
left turn signal
poison
on,
ivy.
as New York law
It just
requires,
spreads,
thereafter, after the
which
toot,
it don't
he
make
turns
no
left.
sense.
Ostensibly,
This man went out his
because
way
after
to
the
humiliate
toot,
this guy. Went
he
out his
noticed
way
that Matthew's
to
left
arrest
turn
him.
signal
Even it's
was on.
different if he'd have
So
just,
the
you know,
officer turns left.
didn't go so far.
Seeing
But since he
this,
went so far, should he been fired?
became
Should he
afraid
been
that he was
recommended?
going to suffer
Yeah, he should have been at least
retaliation. So
recommended.
he then turns
He
his
should have
left
been at
signal
least
off and
something
proceeds
done, but he's
straight to take
still
another
getting
route
paid.
home, because now
Nothing
he's starting
done,
to get
because that's
afraid,
what police
well,
do.
something
They
is
take
going
up
to
for each
happen to
other.
him. Officer
But you got those
Gamache
good
then
police who won't
circles
take
the
up for
area,
that.
eventually
You got those great police who
re-encountering
won't take
Matthew
up.
as Matthew
You got the
pulls in
fantastic
front of
police
his
who
home.
stand to the
Because there
end.
was
They're
an
not gonna
unrelated
put up
vehicle
with
in front of
wrongness.
Matthew's home, and because
And
the
that's why
garbage
the
cans
civilian
were in the street
is so in an
obstructing where he
upway.
was going to
That's
park,
why civilian
Matthew
is so
was forced to
scared
park
for the
more
police to
than
get
12
behind
inches
him.
from the curb
They
in
tell you
order to
comply,
retrieve his
comply.
garbage cans.
And this police
It
not
was his
complying with the
intention
own
to
law.
move
That
the
wasn't
garbage
in the
cans out
law.
of the road and then to properly
The
park
honk
his
at him,
vehicle.
there wasn't nothing
As
wrong
he
with
was
that.
doing so, Officer
you know,
Gamache approaches
when
his
people's,
marked Troy police vehicle, purportedly intending to make a vehicle and traffic stop.
get scared.
But in reality,
Why do
he was
you
harassing
hold
Matthew
them accountable
because
for getting
Officer
scared?
Gamache
Because
was offended
a lot of
and
stuff like
annoyed
this,
by the short toot
something that
that
should
Matthew
never
had
been
given
done.
him with his vehicle's horn.
This man got in his feeling, being a policeman, got in his feeling. Well, you know, he's human.
What does it
That's
really
not the
take
point.
to stop a motivated,
That's not the
violent
point.
criminal dead in his
That's
tracks?
not the point. The point is that he got in his feeling and did all this. Now, if I was the supervisor, we would have had a serious, it's been serious consequence, because he went out this way, he laughed at him, he mocked him, he arrested him, then arrested another person, even though he had witnesses. He was very bold with it. Well, why should you trust the police? Why should you have confidence in the police? Why should you even believe the police? Lying. I saw one lie and said the woman had a seat belt off. When he stopped, she pulled the seat belt off and she got her license and stuff. And she had can camera. She had had that camera. The ticket would have stuck. He didn't see her with her seatbelt on. Police is sometimes the 1%,
It's obvious that this
the
hard-working
pitiful
guy
ones,
feels like
the
he's
low
being
down ones,
harassed.
the
He
one that
knows
don't
he's
mind
done nothing wrong.
harassing you because
And
they
he
know, well,
knows
we
that
got
this police officer is
the
abusing
male
his
stand behind
authority
me.
to get back at
We
him in
got
this really
the
childish
supervisor gonna
way
stand
that
behind
he can
me.
only do
We got
because
the chief
of
gonna
virtue
stand
of
behind me.
the
So
fact
they
that
do
he's a
this kind
police
of
officer
stuff.
in that jurisdiction.
But you
And
supposed
you
to
know,
be able
it
to
was only in
serve
July
and
of
protect,
2021 that Taylor
not to
Gamache was
go out
sworn
there
in
and
as
see
a police
can
officer
you
by the mayor
harass
of
a
Troy, New
person.
York, who
See
gave
how
this
far can you
speech
go?
about this
But you
noble
sworn to protect the
calling
citizen.
that Taylor
Citizens are
was
scared. I
entering,
mean,
where now he
I
was
can do
going
what you say. You
to
tell me get out the
potentially
car, I'm gonna get out the car.
sacrifice himself
Tell me get
to
on the ground. I
protect
can't.
and
I
serve
got both
his
knees messed about.
community.
Get down there
You
some
are
kind of way.
not just starting a new job.
Because I ain't
you are
want
answering
to
a
start
calling.
nothing. I don't want to.
Calling
Because no
to
matter
serve.
what you say,
Today
what
you
you
will
do, no matter
join
what
a police
camera you
department
got,
that ranks
they're gonna take it
among
for
the
that police. I
best.
don't care what they
The
say it in
balance,
black and white.
the
They see
judgment,
it
and the
clear as
discretion
crystal.
that will be
The
required
mayor,
is of a
the
scale that
chief,
few
the
outside the
supervisor,
profession
most of them gonna
can
take her from.
comprehend or
Most of
match.
them. But you
You will
got that.
train hard.
You got
and you
that
will work hard.
one
In the
that's
heat of summer, in the
good,
cold
not
of
gonna
winter.
take her. You got the one that's
You will put yourself
great,
in
not gonna
dangerous
take her. You got the one that's
situations and make
fantastic, will
personal
stand to the
sacrifices.
end.
We view
And guess what?
policing
The
as a
police department
noble
gets against the
profession.
man that's standing against
And we
the
are
wrong
committed to working with
policeman.
you, the
They'll get
department
against their own
leadership,
self. If
and the
you
community
stand for right,
to create
a
an
lot of them get
environment
against that. But you got
mutual
some
respect
that's not
and
gonna get
safety
against you. You
for
got some
all.
police who are
As a
not gonna
police
have it.
officer,
You got some
you will be
supervisors
given
not
great
gonna have it.
power.
You got some
These
chiefs who are not gonna
advisors.
have it. You got
You will
some
be a
mayors who are
leader
not gonna
in the
have it.
community.
But that
Act
1%,
nobly. Thank you for your service.
woo,
The mayor
it's like
gave
poison
him the oath of
ivy.
office, where he took
Like poison
this
ivy.
oath. Here it is.
It makes
Are
the
you ready to
spread
take the oath of office?
that makes the other polices that
Taylor,
you don't
we'll
know
start
whether
with
to
you.
trust them or not.
Taylor, please raise your right
But
hand
you know
and
what?
repeat after me. I, Taylor Gamache,
Do it all.
I, Taylor Gamache,
do solemnly swear
You just
do
need
solemnly
to.
swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
If you want to stand for your constitutional rights,
the
you
Constitution of the
stand.
State of
But
New
you
York,
remember that's
Constitution of the
consequences.
State of New York,
and to faithfully
And that's
discharge
and
the
they
duties
gonna
of
mess
police
they gonna get mad when you ask for a supervisor. He asked for somebody, he asked for a supervisor. They gonna get mad when you tell them that I've done nothing wrong. They gonna get mad when you say, why did you stop me?
Let's continue
That's
with the
just-
body
that's
cam
just the
footage
way it
showing
is,
him protecting and
You just gotta
serving
pray,
his
look to God, and
community
go on.
in an
And believe in
empathetic
the
way,
good
and
police.
completely
Believe in the
disregarding
great
the
police.
Constitution
Believe in the
of
fantastic
United
police, because them the
States.
one out there
Come over here.
to serve and protect. If they ain't that good, great, and fantastic,
Come over
you
here.
at a loss. You just remember that.
You're on a lawful traffic stop.
Unlawful traffic.